Hi, my name is Denise. My pronouns are they, them, and theirs, and today I'm going to show you all how to make 5-minute fudge. I love chocolate. When I was a kid, I was always one of those kids who, no matter what kind of Halloween candy I got, I always tried to trade it for chocolate because I loved it so much. If you give me any kind of option when it comes to cake, I'm always choosing chocolate. So when I first tried fudge, I loved it. And I remember asking the person who made it, how did you do this? She said, actually, this recipe is one of the easiest recipes. It takes 5 minutes. All you need is a microwave and a fridge. And since then, I have made this about once a month, either to take to potlucks or just give to friends or coworkers. It's so simple, and I hope you all love it as well. So the things that you're going to need is you're going to need semi-sweet chocolate chips. I like this brand just because the richness is good. But all that really matters is that they are chocolate chips so that they will melt easily, and that they are semi-sweet so that they will not overpower your chocolate and your fudge. You will also need some sweetened condensed milk. I just use store brand, but if there is a kind that you like, you can get that. This is going to be a 14-ounce can. You're going to use the whole can. This is a 12-ounce bag. You're going to use the whole bag. You also will want pure vanilla extract. You only need about 1/4 teaspoon of this, so not a whole lot. And then salted butter. You only need 1/2 of a stick of salted butter. Make sure it is salted. You're going to cut that in half. You will also need wax paper. This is optional. I choose to use it just because it makes the process later much easier, but you can also just butter your pan if you would prefer to do that. You will also need a microwavable bowl. This is where all your microwavable ingredients are going to go, so make sure it is not metal. It can be plastic, it can be glass. And then finally, you're going to want a pan that your fudge is going to rest in. Alright? So this pan can be metal, doesn't make a difference. It needs to be able to hold hot materials, and it needs to be able to go in the fridge. So, now what you're going to do, I like to use a knife, have a knife out here just in case you need to cut your butter. I also like to use a cutting board just for any dirty materials. I can put it on there. It makes cleanup a lot easier, but just good to have. And then finally, something that I love to use, makes this process a lot easier, is a rubber spatula. If you don't have a rubber spatula, you can absolutely use a wooden spoon, a regular spoon. But if you have a rubber spatula, I highly recommend using this. It's going to be a lot easier to get all of your wet materials out and to pour your fudge into your pan at the end. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your microwavable ingredients. All of your ingredients, except for the vanilla, is going to be going in the microwave. So, put the vanilla to the side for now and get your sweetened condensed milk, your chocolate chips, and your butter. And it makes no difference what order you pour that into your microwavable safe bowl. You're just going to want to make sure that you mix it up a little bit so that your sweetened condensed milk and your chocolate chips look like this. The butter won't be able to mix until after you throw it in the microwave. So you're going to put this, once you have all of those ingredients, you're going to put it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes, just until you get this consistency. Okay, so after about 2 minutes, you're going to notice that your butter is going to start to melt, and you're just going to make sure that you're mixing it all the way up until this is what your fudge starts to look like, and then you are able to pour it in. So before pouring it in, I put the wax paper in my pan for timing purposes, and also because I have made 3 batches of fudge at this point. I already took care of some of these steps. So you just line your pan with wax paper, you pour out your fudge, your melted ingredients, and then you're just going to make sure that you level your fudge after you mix in the vanilla. Okay, so the vanilla is going to get poured in after you microwave your ingredients. Okay, you're going to mix it up and then you pour it into your pan. Then you're going to put your pan in the fridge for just an hour is really all it needs to cool and set. I like to leave it in there for about, usually overnight, just to be safe. So this is what your fudge is going to look like after it's been in the fridge. All right, it will be hard and easy to cut. This is why I love wax paper. You can just take it out so easily. When you butter your pan, it's a little bit more difficult, but that's really it. Your fudge is ready for you to cut into whatever shape, size, whatever works best for you. And that's it. That's the process. Thank you all. I hope you use this. It is delicious.